Hey everyone, we're back again. Another day, got a snowstorm coming, so I'll hunker down here for the winter, or for the weekend, get some more done on the back end of this fat bottom girl, and see where we can go from there. I'll just show you what I'm working on. I'm trying to get this fender repaired so that I can start working on the inner fender. I decided I'm going to do that before I attack the other side. That way I can at least call this side done. So what I did, if I can get you positioned here, once again I took a piece of 18, cut it to shape, and I rolled the edge over with the bead roller and the tipping die, and I got it shaped exactly right, just like the radius that's on the fender here. Got it, where's my piece here? And then I took another piece and I cut it to, I made a pattern. Boy, am I ever prepared here. So, beer case cat again. And I put the curve in it. Needed just a touch of shrinking right here. It fits in here really nice. I then broke this step in it. And I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what to do with that step. So what I did was I just took it and I run it down. It goes away. This will get rolled over, and the wire that's in the bottom, I'll carry it on and finish off the bottom edge of the fender here. So what I did, I got this exactly where I wanted it, then I scribed a line. And I'm going to trim this off now exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to weld my new my patch panel in here. Once I get this in, then I'm going to cut the hole for the bumper bracket to come out. That way, I was just going to go right up to the edge of where the hole was, which is right here, but that would have given me two joints in the weld and a really bad place to crack. So by coming over here, I'm thinking it's going to be a little stronger. So I'll get this cut out and get this piece fit in there, see where we can go. Got the piece all tack welded in. I still got to finish welding it up the side. This will probably have to wait until I take the fender off the car. And I got the bumper bracket hole cut in. I drilled the four corners with a 5/16 bit and then just joined the lines together. Just going to finish, excuse me, coughing on camera. What the hell's up with that? And then I got to roll this bottom edge over, but I want to get this welded so there's no flex in it first. Back again. Okay, I got this all welded up. Everything is shaped at the back. I ran the line around. I've got to finish welding up down this side once I take the fender off. And then there's a little bit of planishing to do in here as well. Still have a little bit of planishing to do up in this area. It's a little bit high where I welded it, and I kind of beat the shit out of it up here. So once I get everything solid in here, then I can take the rumble seat hatch off and I'll have a little better access in there. In the meantime, what I started, I cut out a blank for the inner fender. It's going to be two pieces, the rear piece, and then this front corner here that's going to be kind of a bitch to do. So what I did was beer case cat again, made a pattern. See if I can get this put back together here. So that's the blank I cut out there. This line up top is a line that's exactly, it follows the flange that I put on the fender. Then this line where I cut the cardboard, that's where my radius starts to bend towards the outside. And then I had different marks in here, how much I had to add to the outside to allow for the radius to come around. So I'll just go back in here. So right here I've got, see if I can get some light in here. I've got that's where the bend starts, where those little arrows are. If you can see, pretty dark in there. And I added the material there that will roll out to that flange. So I'm going to just get some clecos in here so that this has got a permanent position and I can always get it back in the same spot. Okay everyone, old Linda's kicking my ass again. Whole bunch of shrinking to do on this piece. So what I've done, I started getting the shape put into it on the English wheel. What I've got set up here is I've got the rubber band on the top wheel and my biggest radius on the lower one. And I'm just putting in the rollover that comes around the top here and ties into the quarter panel. So as I bring it over, I have to shrink the top of it because gets all wavy on the top edge here. So, trying to catch my breath. So anyhow, I'm going to keep rolling this. The English wheel, get a bunch more shape in it. This has to come over almost 90 degrees at the front, so we'll see what happens. Okay everyone, back again, another Sunday. So I've got this piece all shaped. See if I can get a decent shot of it. Come down, I just have 3 clecos. I've got to drill all my plug weld holes, and then the top part's going to get welded from above. So I'll just pull this piece out of here and I'll show you how I made it and what it took to make it. Okay, here's the piece. As you can see, it's got a lot of shape in it. It actually turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. So what I did, like I said, I used the English wheel with the rubber strap on it so that I was only getting form, and then I used the shrinker stretcher to pull this edge together as it was being bent over. Now I don't know if you guys watch Carter's Auto Restyling. He bought one of these. He used it in his last video and says it's a piece of shit, not to waste your money. Well, I watched him use it, and he's using his hand or his arm on the handle, and it wasn't working very well. And I tried this one with the hand thing, and I don't think you have enough strength to hold your piece as well as shrink it. But I'm finding this thing works incredibly well. It's slow. It's not really the right tool for the job. I really need a power hammer, but with the amount of work I do, I can't justify it. Even a Sosa metal shaper or Shape-O-Matic is about $2,800 US just for the builder's kit. By the time I get it here, it's going to be close to $3,800. Plus you have to buy all the steel to make the frame and everything. So I just can't justify that. So anyhow, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to get my holes drilled for plug welds, and then we'll get this piece welded in there. And then there's just that one little section at the front to fill in. It's going to require a whole bunch more on Linda here. I don't know how many stomps I have on Linda on this one, but thousands. All the holes are drilled for plug welds. I've got weld through primer anywhere where there's going to be an overlap in the steel. Just going to get this fitted and start plug welding it in. Then I can get on to the last piece. Okay, we're working on the last piece of the inner fender there. I decided to try the shrink and stump on this one. I think it just gathers the material up a little faster. Not so hard on my knees as old Linda Lovelace there. So Carl Fisher over there at Make It Custom, he's got his second last video has got a real good demonstration on using a shrink and stump. But the whole idea is to put a crease in that starts a pucker, and then using the stump in the hole you trap it and bang it out flat, and it gathers all the material up. I'll just do one here. It makes a real mess, but I got a bit of a crease started there. Got a good one in there. So as you can see, you end up with a really twisted up, bent up piece. I'm going to take it from here over to the English wheel. I took the rubber band off so that it's more steel on steel. Just try and get this flattened out a little bit first. Until you get all the wrinkles worked out of it, it can be pretty tough to push through here. And naturally the phone would ring. Okay everyone, we're making some good progress here. I got that last piece built to go in here. I'm not gonna say it was easy. It was a real bastard to build. I did end up doing a couple of relief cuts here and up here just to get everything to match. I didn't quite get enough shrinking at the ends of the two first pieces I put in. So what I'm working on here now is getting everything welded all the way around to the back, getting this inner fender all tucked in, still running into a little bit of lead in places. It's causing me some grief, but as I'm going, letting it cool, and I'm just getting it ground down here. I'm just going to show you another trick here that I picked up from another channel. I can't remember which channel it was. I wish I could, because it's a pretty good little tip. So with these Cubitron discs, as I mentioned, I buy the 3-inch, and I just keep trimming them down just to get a nice new fresh edge on them, because that's normally where you do most of your cutting, is on the edge here. Well, this guy on this channel, he had a tip: take your scribe and just spin it up. Make sure you're going with the flow. I don't know if I can show you this. Whoa. You use the scribe to put a mark in all the way around, and then it gives you a really nice spot to follow with your snips to get yourself a new crisp edge. Okay guys, that takes care of the left-hand side. I've got everything's welded up, ground, sanded with 60 grit. Get some light in here. Fit pretty nice. It's not perfect, but considering what I started with, it's about the best I can do. So I got a little bit of planishing to do back in here. There's still a dent there, little dent there, a little bit of a high spot here and low here. So if I can work those out, everything should be good. So got a little bit of weld to do right here. And then I can do the whole thing over again on this side. Not really looking forward to it. It's almost time for a break on this bowl of soup here. So anyhow, I'll wrap this one up for now, and we'll get started on, I think I might do, there's a little bit of a rust hole in the front of that left-hand fender. I might work on that just because it's a nice easy repair, get it done. And then I guess I can get started on the passenger side here. So anyhow, thanks for all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers that have been with me from the start. And thanks a bunch for watching, tuning in, guys. Take care.